Hey, good morning, Unleashed. Dan Bouchard here. I want to talk about tomorrow's routes and maybe answer some questions that you may be having about where we're heading and how we're getting there. We have two routes. I'll first talk about the Orwood launch. Orwood registration is between 8 and 10:30. We have had a change to that route. We're removing Rusty Porthole from our first stop. They've suffered some dock damage and cannot accommodate us. Um, and we're just going to remove the stop. It makes our day a little bit easier. I was nervous about all the stops for the big boats and some of the parking coordination. Rusty Porthole was a little bit of an anxiety for me, and it answered itself, so it's probably for the better. So we'll leave a little bit later than planned, probably around 10:30 or so, to make sure that we still stay on schedule. I'd like to leave in a single file line. Remember, this ain't a race. This is just a poker run. And I'd like to go single file as far as Holland Cut. And the purpose for that is, and I know most of us are used to opening it up when we get to Holland, I have a helicopter planned with video and stills being taken. And it's a 100-mile, 105-mile-per-hour helicopter, and I know some of your boats are faster than that. And I want him to be able to get individual overhead shots for each of you, and that's where we've scheduled him to intercept you. So he'll be waiting for you at Holland Cut. I'm asking that we stay single file there and do not pass, and that we keep it at around 60 miles per hour. Dale Razor, who you guys all know, is a veteran to the Delta and knows the routes per se, or where to be and where not to be. He's offered to take the lead up through Holland. Once we get out to Frank's Track, the water gets a little bit bigger, and we get onto the San Joaquin River on our way to the point, which is our first stop. You can reposition there if you need to, if you need a little open air, or you feel like getting in front of the guy that was in front of you, or letting somebody get in front of you. That's the place to do it. Let's not do any passing on Holland if we can avoid it. So we should be getting, if we do this right, we should be getting to the point by way of under the Antioch Bridge, right-hand turn upwards towards Toland, and getting to the point around 11:30 or so. We're going to have a nice long lunch there, and probably depart, I would say, maybe in the 12:30, 1:30 range. We're not in a big rush. And our next stop is Moores from there. That's a quick card stop where we can do some bench racing on the dock, enjoy the good scenery, and then eventually make our way out to Windmill. I would like to see the gang, the big boat gang, get into Windmill around 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's my goal to try to get the leisure boats. Those are the boats that are starting out at Garlic Brothers. It's my goal to get them in and parked ahead of you. We've got a plan for big space so that you'll have room to tie up. But there's the occasional, I'll call it a parade lap or a flyby that happens in front of Windmill, and I do encourage it. It's always fun for everyone to see you big boats running. The noise you make and the sights are just amazing. I don't ask you to do anything crazy. I don't need intense speeds, but a flyby and an idleback is encouraged. Idlebacks, if you fly by Windmill, should be taken on the Windmill side so that you do not have to cross paths with anybody else who might be behind you doing a flyby. So if you're heading west on the San Joaquin River to come back to Windmill Cove, I ask you to idle on the left side, the Windmill Cove side. This will keep you out of traffic. Docking throughout the day. Be prepared for side tying. That's the way we're going to get you all to fit. Be good neighbors. I know you guys know how to do it. You've all done this before. I'm not concerned at all with this gang. All the leisure boats will have some help on the dock, and we'll make sure they're side tied and we free up enough space for all of you. I reiterate that this is not a race. I don't need to know how fast your boat went. I hope you don't need to know how fast your boat went either. I just want to make sure that everybody gets where they're going safely. I would love it if nobody broke, and I recommend you harness some of that power and enjoy the day for what it's meant for. A great day on the water, great sights, great scenes for a great cause. So that is the fast route. I'm going to real quickly talk about the leisure boat route. Leisure boat route is starting at Garlic Brothers in Stockton. Registration is going to be between 8 and 10. And I'm going to try to get that gang to leave at roughly the same time. Last year, we kind of let them leave all at different times at your leisure. This time, I'd like the gang to leave right around 10 o'clock. I do have professional photography set up on the northern route. So that route, if you check the routes that'll be provided in your handout, I have them here and online. That route leaves Garlic Brothers and heads a little bit north, not straight to the San Joaquin River. You're heading towards Paradise Point. And the purpose for that is Paradise Point has a great bridge with an excellent opportunity for me to get professional overhead shots of you and your crew coming through there. So be sure to look up, acknowledge our cameraman, and allow them to get some great shots of you. That path, if you stay left, will not require any 5-mile-an-hour zones, and we'll get you back to the San Joaquin River, where you guys get to head on your trip to Moores. So your first stop is Moores Riverboat. The affected change with Rusty Porthole doesn't change your world too much, because after Moores, you're going to be heading across Frank's Track to Sugar Barge. Sugar Barge for lunch. They have stepped up and staffed up and are prepared to service you at the restaurant, and have opened up both bars if you're interested. And we thank them for their last-minute willingness to help us out. As you know, restaurant staffs are in shorthand right now, and it's hard to service big crowds. They've asked that we all be patient with them, but they are bringing in extra heads, and they're prepared for all of you to be there. So from Moores, you head to Sugar Barge. Sugar Barge is happy to serve you lunch. After Sugar Barge, you guys will make your way to Tiki Lagoon. That's a new stop for us, and we're happy to check that place out. So enjoy Tiki Lagoon, and then eventually you'll get your way to Windmill Cove. Windmill Cove, parking for the leisure boats. We're asking you to park on the east side, side tide. I'll have some deck help out there to guide you in. We've got to stack your boats up in order to get the big boys in. And again, my goal is to get you guys in before the big boats come by so you can enjoy them. So side tying is going to be key, not a race, no need to get there first. We're hoping to bring you guys in around 3 o'clock, 3:30ish or so that the big boys get there, I think, around 4. That should be the plan. I look forward to seeing you all in the morning. Website has routes for details. I'm sure I missed some stuff, but one of the most important things for the leisure route is Ty Malo will be our lead boat. He will guide you guys on that first route. If you're not familiar with it, he'll get you to the Paradise Point and back to the San Joaquin River, and then you guys can start working at your own speeds there. But I recommend no passing, and that we just do parade style, single file, at least to Paradise Point for pictures. Another side note, if you made it this far, hot boaters, for the Orwood gang, some people were nervous about going all the way around gas-wise and traversing some obstacles, going all the way around the Antioch Bridge and making that right-hand turned up Tolan. If you know the shortcut and you want to take it and you want to get to Rio Vista, the point first, you're welcome to take that shortcut. I would only advise that you might miss the helicopter shots. He can't be in 2 places at one time, and we surely want to be able to provide you guys with high-resolution images of your day. So you make that call, and we can talk about it at breakfast. But thanks for checking in, and see you tomorrow.